today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield. Baker going to throw this right away. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Opening carry, and the ball is knocked out. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. First and 10, it's Patterson. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Mayfield. Out to his left. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Mariota now. Able to find Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Mariota. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Oh, what a catch by London. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. These two teams all tied after one. From the 27, Mayfield steps away. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Cook. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll roll him out right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A play fake, now Fields to throw. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. The Panthers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. On 2nd down, Elliott. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. It's Fields. On the move to his left. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown! Christian Watson. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting.
Mid-season contest. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they're going to speed things up here. They go to Elliott again. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taysom Hill, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. To throw, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. To throw is Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, it's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields out to his left. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Fields. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Again, he finds more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in, Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Inside give to Elliott. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Fields now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Panthers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zacchaeus from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Mayfield lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Panthers,